Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today I'm going to be doing my top 5 classics that I plan to read in 2018. How did that happen? I don't even know. Alright, so let's dive in. The first one I want to read is Tentative. I'm going to be honest with you. I know I own it and I know I want to read it. I just don't know how soon I want to read it because reasons. This is F. Scott Fitzgerald, Tender is the Night. I know that this is somewhat based on Zelda Fitzgerald, and I really love Zelda Fitzgerald, and I loved her book, and I really want to know more about her and her mental illnesses, and I'm hoping that this will kind of address that a little bit. My guess is not, but has anybody read the book Z, which is about Zelda Fitzgerald? If you have, let me know in the comments below if it's worth reading, because I can't find it anywhere at a bargain price, and I might just buy it at full price, but I don't know if it's worth it, and I'd love you guys to tell me. Or just tell me if you want me to read it, because if you want me to read it, then of course I have to buy it, because then it's for you guys, not for me. Right? Right. The next book that I want to read is Virginia Woolf, Orlando. Now, this one I heard about on Jen Campbell's channel, and I've been curious about it ever since. It has a lot to do with gender and the experience of time travel, I believe. I'm really, really intrigued by it, and I know that I like Virginia Woolf's work, and I need to reread Mrs. Dalloway. I need to reread all of her works, but I've never read this one, so I'm very curious about it, and I'm excited to read it when I get the chance. Wide Sargasso Sea. This one is by Jean Rice, and I am so excited. I might read this in this month. Wouldn't that be cool? I might read this in this month. How many pages is it? Oh, note to general notes. My goodness, there's a lot of notes. Appendix. So this goes to page 123. It's 123 pages. I could read this in a day. No problem. Yeah, I think we will probably add this to the TBR for this month. Absolutely. So I'm excited about that. It is based on Bertha from Jane Eyre. I'm like so excited. I really have a soft spot for Bertha, and she's kind of one of my all-time favorite book characters ever. And like if they made a Funko Pop of Bertha, I would get it. It's that kind of obsession. It's really bad. So yeah, I really want to read this. And if it's only 123 pages, I could definitely do that this month. I think that might have to happen. I'm excited now. Then we have this. This is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and it's by Ken Casey. I want to say this is marked as read on my Goodreads, which I don't know why. I should conference about that. But this is supposed to be a really interesting conversation and topic about mental health, and you guys seem to like when I read mental illness books and read about the mental health situations and kind of discuss and dive into that and different psychologies and different psyches, and you guys seem to like it. So why wouldn't I read this? I've heard this is dark, and I know that it's going to be hard for me to read. If it's anything like Girl Interrupted, it's going to be difficult. It might be even worse than Girl Interrupted. I know that there is a sexual assault scene in here, and I think it is perpetrated by the men in the facility to one of the nurses, but then there's like logic that the nurse is mean, so it's not that big a deal, which is completely inappropriate. But I'm so curious about this book anyway, and I will address all questions when I get to it. Then we have this. This is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I really have very limited experience with Agatha Christie. In fact, I have no experience with Agatha Christie, and I've just heard great things. My aunt really likes her, and apparently my grandmother did too. So I'm just very curious about this, and I feel like it could be an interesting book to dive into. I don't usually go into mysteries, but when I do, occasionally, I seem to like them. They're just not something I reach for on a regular basis. So this is another one that I am very intrigued to read. So those are my top 5 classics that I plan to read in 2018 and one of them in 2017. And I'm very excited. So I will see you all in my next video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button. And if you have any questions, comments, or quandaries, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I will see you in my next video. Bye.